Sairam children, in today's English period, we are going to study new voices and we are going to start our next chapter, that is the golden arrow. And I'm going to cover part 1 today, children. So it's a very interesting story of Robin Hood. Have you ever heard the stories of Robin Hood, children? They are very interesting. And I'm sure by hearing the name of the chapter, you must be very eager to see the story of Robin Hood. So before I start, let's do the ponder activity which is given on your page number 132. So here first you have to draw one picture, or you have to design a wanted poster for Robin Hood, as he is an outlaw. So he is wanted by the Sheriff of Nottingham. Then some information of some archers are given in Did You Know, and then one activity is also given there. So without wasting our time, let's move ahead. Yes, open your textbook, see page number 133. Chapter 16, The Golden Arrow. Robin Hood was the best archer in all the land. Even the king had heard of his wonderful marksmanship, and even though he knew him an outlaw, he had an admiring and almost kindly feeling for this bold outlaw who shot so marvelously well. But the greedy lords and churchmen who oppressed the people hated Robin Hood, and the Sheriff of Nottingham hated him most of all, and wished above all things to hang him on the gallows. "I have it," said the Sheriff of Nottingham. At last, with a very sore look on his green face, "I'll catch him by craft. I'll proclaim a great archery festival and get all the best archers in England to come here to shoot. I'll offer for the prize an arrow of beaten gold. That will be sure to fetch Robin Hood and his men here, and then I'll catch them and hang them." Now, Robin Hood and his men did come to the archery contest, but they did not come in the suits of Lincoln green that they wore as men of the forest. Each man dressed himself up to seem somebody else. Some appeared as barefoot friars, some as travelling tinkers or tradesmen, some as beggars, and some as rusting peasants. Robin Hood was the hardest to recognize of all. He went dressed from top to toe in tattered scarlet, the raggedest beggar that had ever been in Nottingham. The sheriff was looking everywhere with cruel glances for Robin Hood, and very close and very cross he was that he did not see Robin there. But Robin was there. Though the sheriff did not see him, there he stood in his ragged beggar's garments, not 10 feet away from the sheriff. The targets were placed 80 yards from where the archers were to stand, and there were a great number of archers to shoot, and each was to have one shoot. So, children, today we are going to cover this much part of the chapter in part 1. Okay? It's very interesting story of Robin Hood, isn't it? So, let's see the paragraph wise explanation of the chapter. Robin Hood was the best archer in all the land, and even the king had heard of his wonderful marksmanship. And even though he knew him an outlaw, he had an admiring and almost kindly feeling for this bold outlaw who shot so marvelously well. Now we all know that Robin Hood was the best archer actually. Archer is a person who shoots with bow and arrows. Even the king had heard of his wonderful marksmanship. Marksmanship means skill in shooting. Even the king of Nottingham was aware of his skill in shooting. And even though he knew him an outlaw. Outlaw Outlaw is a person who break the law. Okay. So even the king was also known with the fact that he is a very good archer in our country, and his skill in shooting is very nice. At the same time, he is a person who has broken the law. He had an admiring and almost kindly feeling for this bold outlaw who shot so marvelously well. So, although Robin Hood was an outlaw, still the king was having very kindly feeling for this Robin Hood. But the greedy lords and churchmen who oppressed the people hated Robin Hood. Now, what happened? Although the king was admiring his skill, he was eager to meet Robin Hood, but the churchmen and the greedy lords, they oppressed the people who hated Robin Hood. Oppress, OPPRESSED. Oppress is the rule in unfair and cruel way and preventing having opportunities of freedom. So these people, these greedy lords and churchmen, they oppress the people who hated Robin Hood, and the sheriff of Nottingham hated him most of all. And among these greedy lords, churchmen, but the sheriff of Nottingham, he hated Robin Hood most of all and wished above all things to hang him on the gallows. And he always used to wish that he will hang Robin Hood on the gallows. Gallows is what? It's a wooden structure used specially in the past to hang criminals as a form of execution. I have it, said the sheriff of Nottingham at last, with a very sore look on his green face. Now, what happened? Sheriff was very much angry on Robin Hood, and he wanted to have Robin Hood. He wanted to catch Robin Hood. So he said, I'll have it, with a very sore look. Sore, it's an expression of disappointment or anger. He was very angry and he wanted to get Robin Hood. So with very ferocious face and with very angry expression, he said that I will have it. I'll catch him by craft. Craft means to announce, I will catch him by craft. Craft means trickery. I will have any kind of tricks, but at last I will have him. I will proclaim a great archery festival and get all the best archers in England to come here to shoot. Now, for that, to get the Robin Hood in Nottingham, he planned one archery festival. He said that I will announce officially a great archery festival in Nottingham. Proclaim means to announce officially, publicly. So what Sheriff of Nottingham said, that I will announce officially a great archery festival in Nottingham wherein all the best archers in England will come to shoot. And I offer for the prize an arrow of beaten gold. So, as a prize, what I will keep for that festival? An arrow of beaten gold. That will be sure to fetch Robin Hood and his men here. And then I will catch them and hang them. And he said that to win that archery competition, definitely Robin Hood will come along with his men, and then as he is the best archer in England, so he will only win that competition and he will get that prize. And after that I will catch them along, Robin Hood and his men, and I will hang them. Now Robin Hood and his men did come to the archery contest. And then after that, on decided that, even the Robin Hood and his men, they heard the announcement and they participated in the contest. But how? Let's see, it's very interesting. Now Robin Hood and his men did come to the archery contest. They came to the archery contest, but they did not come in the suits of Lincoln green that they wore as men of the forest. We know, children, that Robin Hood and his men, they are the outlaw of forest, isn't it? Which forest? Sherwood forest with his, and he used to live with his merry men there, Robin Hood. So they came there for the contest, and they used to wear, usually they used to wear the Lincoln green color dress. But they also were very smart. They didn't come for the contest in their suits, but each man dressed himself up to seem somebody else. Each of them they dress different. Some appeared as barefoot friars. Friars means monks. Some came as the barefoot friars, some as traveling tinkers or tradesmen. Tinkers means a person who makes living by traveling from place to place, mending specially pans. So some of them they came as the tradesmen, some of them they came as the tinkers, some as beggars, and some as rustic peasants. Rustic peasants means we can say the rural farmer. So in different dress up they came there so that nobody could identify them. He now here, specially Robin Hood, he went dressed from top to toe in tattered scarlet, the raggedest beggar that had ever been seen in Nottingham. Now, specially Robin Hood, he dressed from top to toe. He covered himself in tattered scarlet. He covered himself in tattered, old and torn red color dress from top to bottom, and the raggedest beggar that had never been seen in Nottingham. He was looking so different in that old and torn red colored, bright red colored dress that no one had ever seen him in Nottingham. The sheriff was looking everywhere with cruel glances for Robin Hood, and very cross he was that he did not see Robin there. Now we know that sheriff has arranged this contest for Robin Hood and his men, and since all of them they have come in different appearances, even sheriff was not able to identify Robin Hood also. So he was very cross to Robin Hood, still he couldn't find him. But Robin was there, though the sheriff did not see him. There he stood in his rag beggar's garments, not 10 feet away from the sheriff. And Robin Hood was standing there only, not 10 feet away from sheriff. But still sheriff was not able to recognize Robin Hood and his men, because all of them they were in different appearances, and Robin Hood had come as a beggar who covered himself from top to toe in the old torn red colored dress. The targets were placed 80 yards from where the archers were to stand, and there were a great number of archers to shoot, and each was to have one shot. Now what happened here? Now the contest is started. So how the participants stood there? The targets were placed 80 yards from where the archers were to stand. So wherever the archers are standing from there, the targets were placed 80 yards away. Yards, it's a unit to measure, and it is equal to 3 feet. So the archer will stand 3 feet away from the target. And there were a great number of archers to shoot, and each was to have one shoot. So many archers had come to participate in that contest, and the rule was that each one of them will have one shoot. As I told, we are going to cover this much part today. In part 2, we will complete the chapter. So let's move ahead and see the exercise part. Now see frame sentence, and the first word is recognize, and let's see how we have framed the sentence using this word. Raj had changed much that no one could recognize him. Raj had changed so much that no one could recognize him. And the second word is bold. The young man is a bold warrior. Okay? Third word is barefoot. I won't walk barefoot. Give opposites of, and the words given are best, soar, appear, and fetch. Answers are ready in your mind? Let's check. Opposite of best is worst. Opposite of soar is sweet. Appear, disappear, and fetch, take away. Let's repeat with me. Best, worst, soar, sweet, appear, disappear, fetch, take away. Now let's see answer the following questions. First question is, who was the best archer? It's very easy. Who was the best archer in the story? Yes, Robin Hood was the best archer. Second question is, what was the prize of the contest? When the Sheriff of Nottingham arranged one contest of archery, what prize he kept for that? And the answer is, the prize of the contest was here this of the twice it has come, we'll cut it. The prize of the contest was an arrow of beaten gold. Okay. The prize of the contest was an arrow of beaten gold, means golden arrow he planned to give as a prize of that contest. Let's move ahead and see the next question. How did the sheriff plan to catch Robin Hood? What he planned? The sheriff planned to hold an archery competition with a prize of an arrow made of gold. Very easy. The sheriff planned to hold an archery competition with the prize of an arrow made of gold. So, let's stop here, children. We'll cover part 2 of the chapter 16, the golden arrow, and we'll complete the chapter in that part. So, till that, Sai Ram.